All right, so here today we actually got the global version of the dev notes, so we have exact translations because there's a lot of different stuff in here. It's not exactly what I shared with you yesterday. So if you've seen it from the other site that we had where they translated the KR version, that was, again, pretty good translation for the most part, but there are some different things in here that they've kind of mentioned, which I really want you to hear. So let's go through it. Let's check everything. First off, they do specify that new hotline they created to at least let them know what you want changed. They received 400 requests, which, if you have an issue with the game, go and use that said hotline. You just have to hop to the forum and just do it there. And give them a feedback list of things you want to see in the game, because whatever was kind of requested, that definitely was the stuff that was touched upon more so in this entire thing. So if you ever have issues with the game, go and do that. But yeah, that's for the KR and global version. So keep that in mind. In this dev notes, they talk about future improvement plans, focusing on areas brought up by various regulars through their submissions. So we'll mainly go through the important stuff because we really got most of the gist of things on some of the stuff here. So for example, we kind of know about this. There will be a bonus time event that's coming soon, so stay tuned for that. But they're going to do this, a periodic check-in reward, which will be added. We'll be adding a monthly check-in to provide additional summon tickets, soul crystals, report gifts to provide regulars with growth currencies, and the opportunity to summon teammates. We'll also be adding a variety of check-in events. So coming soon, there's going to be multiple check-in events and different monthly check-ins that are going to drop to kind of give you some help in acquiring new currencies and stuff like that, which is pretty nice. So that's there. Beyond that, they're going to be expanding some more stuff over here with Agency Service Center, which was promised. They're going to be doing a bonus event over here for loot. So again, this will start over here 8:30. This will start over here. We kind of got this information yesterday, so we know this, right? Also, I never saw my intro, I think. Like and subscribe, helps out a ton. Appreciate it. I don't know if I said that. It just occurred to me, but moving forward, new SSR teammates acquisition improvement, 13% of the inquiries. So a lot of them were kind of this, but we have this. The second most popular area of suggestion was about acquiring SSR Plus teammates. When SSR Plus VO was released, it was challenging because it was tied to the growth of existing SSR Plus teammates. So in the 8:30 update, they're going to be making all of these improvements over here. And it's going to be first, adding SSR Plus teammate to Gem Shop's Crystal Exchange. Added the availability to purchase new teammates with crystals received for completing growth. Okay, random new SSR Plus and SSR teammates were added to the workshop, Gem Shop, Crystal Exchange Shop. So I talked about this yesterday. So they are specifying exactly Crystal Gem Shop, right? So go over here. Now, which one? They didn't specify. So 8:30 we'll find out if it's the common one, which obviously it won't be. This is too easy to obtain. This one would be really cool. We currently have a few characters in here. So if they add it to the uncommon shop, that is pretty good. Because at a point you're going to be, continuously getting characters. So in like 2-3 months, you'll be at that point where you've already maxed out like 4 or 5 characters. And as you pull those characters, you get this currency. And at a point, you can buy some more SSR pluses. Remember, if all the login events kick in, all the events that we currently get, all that type of stuff, you do get a decent amount of summons constantly in the game. So if you were to put it here, understandable. If you put it here, it's done for. The whole system is flawed because nobody's actually going to be getting a SS plus character, or SSR plus character, right? Like that, constantly, limit broken to the max. That'll be in like 2029. I'll call you again. I'll be like, yo, I finally did it, boys. You'll see the title. I did it. I won, which it's not happening anytime soon. So probably I'm hoping it's put here. And if it's put here, it's done for. The whole system is dead. So let's see what they do about that one. Moving forward, excluded SSR plus teammates who have been completed or who have completed Limit Break from 200 summons reward. So mainly whales will be getting a great thing here because really, who has already finished that? It's not a whale. Yeah, kind of. Even whales, how 17 dupes? Oh nah. Let's see. Provide a definitive path to summon SSR Plus characters after completing the SSR Plus Limit Break. Improve the summoning of SSR Plus teammates by removing the ones who finish Limit Breaks from the SSR Plus options when reaching the 200 summon, which is again, at some point that'll be good, but not for a while. Improvements to the SSR Plus option will be awarded for completing all SSR Plus Limit Breaks. This includes the ability to select and receive SSR Plus teammates in the future. So improvements to the SSR Plus option to be awarded for completing all SSR Plus Limit Break. Correct? You know what I mean? So, yeah. I mean, the way that I'm reading this, right? The way we read it yesterday was like there's going to be some sort of select at a point. It's like this reads as, so improvements to the SSR Plus option to be awarded for completing all SSR Plus Limit Break. So if we complete the SSR Plus Limit Break on every character, we then can select it. Is that what they're saying, or am I reading this incorrectly? Okay, so I don't know if I'm reading this incorrectly, but again, when Pridewin made their dev notes yesterday, they said this: there are short-term solutions, but the devs are working on improving the system in the long term. One of them is the ability to choose an SSR Plus you would like to obtain, but no details were provided at this moment, right? But I just think they translated it poorly, or they read it wrong. I don't know what they did there, because it says right here, like the way they're saying it over here. And I just went to the KR version just to verify. It's saying the same thing. So I think that they interpreted it wrong, or I'm interpreting it wrong. I can't tell, because it says improvements to the SSR Plus option to be awarded for completing all SSR Plus Limit Break. All SSR Plus Limit Break. This includes the ability to select the SSR Plus teammates in the future. I don't know. The way that I read it, I could be wrong though. It could mean that, like, you know, the improvements to the SSR Plus option. I don't know, man. I could be reading it wrong though. Just want to make that clear. So they could be doing like a guarantee at some point. They could be, but the way that I read this, it doesn't sound right, right? Again, I'm trying my best to understand it. Improvements to the SSR Plus option to be awarded for completing all SSR Plus Limit Break, right? So there's gonna be improvements. It's to the SSR Plus option to be awarded for completing all SSR Plus Limit Breaks. This includes, it's the same thing. So I'm guessing that just Pridewin kind of read it wrong. And then this basically tells you, we'll give you some sort of managed screen to see the history of rates and stuff, which who gives a crap, honestly, right? We're looking to guarantee some of the characters, right? Like, at the end of the day, fine, you can't guarantee any of the characters that are already launched. But in the future, after Viol, if there's ever an SSR Plus, you have to have a guarantee at a point, right? It's like every game does that. You have a chance to guarantee the character when they first release, and then they get added to like that pool of banners, which they never return. You could potentially never pull them, but at least give us a chance to obtain the character, right? Like at a point, you know what I mean? So again, comment down below and insult me real quick if I'm getting this wrong here. I'll pin a comment if anybody, you know, tells me that I'm reading English wrong here. But moving forward, we have adventure again. Like this option, where is it? This option doesn't need to happen if this option isn't terrible, correct? It's just if this option is pretty good, like where it's not the rare Crystal Exchange, we're in a good area. If it's the uncommon Crystal Exchange, it's going to take a while to still do this, right? It's going to take a pretty long time to actually get 800 of this currency, but it is much better than getting 20 of this currency. Getting 20 of this currency is going to take ages, freaking ages, but 800 of this currency is relatively better, and if you look at it, there's a lot that you can do here, correct? So that's kind of what I want to see, how they do this, but I don't know, right? I hoped for a better response on the SSR Plus stuff. I think that this is garbage, but if they do this one right, could be good. I think this is for Wales, and then this is for Wales potentially, right? So we'll see how that goes. But content they're going to be adding also, they're going to add Adventure 26 and 27. We kind of know about that. Here are the two images, so you get like a better idea. 251 and 300. This will add 275 and 300 breakthroughs on the ranking board, so extra gems there, which is pretty cool, or Suspendium. New content is Arena Simulation, which is also pretty cool. Alliance Expedition event is going to kick up again. Arena Improvement, which is pretty nice. They're going to give some more gems here, which is also, again, great to hear. So that's there. But like overall, this dev notes is great. This dev notes is honestly crazy good. Why is the SSR Plus category so balls, bro? They could have done so much better there. They give some ideas of high ranker arena, but like most of us aren't getting to that point. If you're a whale, you can read this, go ahead. But it's like the top 20 players of each server get bracketed together and then just compete for who's the bigger whale. That's kind of what that is. New story mode, Act 6 is going to be dropping on the 8:30 update, which is pretty cool. Stay tuned for Season 2, which is also going to happen, so that's pretty nice. We have about mobile devices heating up. Okay. As of now, I want to read this actually. As of now, we provide alternatives such as PC and emulator support, but even so, we'll do our best to keep improving the game optimization and stuff like that. We recommend players to use recommended graphics on their phones. The game supports a play speed of 60 frames, very high graphic quality. I'm hoping this game gets a sort of PC client. I'm really hoping that's the case. We'll see if that ever happens, but this game needs one, dude. It would run so smoothly. So I'm hoping at some point we get a PC Clan. But red dot notification improvements. People have been begging for this, so we'll see when this actually happens. Function to improve Alliance members' experience. Regulars who are active in their Alliance activities are probably the most frequent users of the check-in feature. The current setup does not indicate the daily attendance information, but only the total cumulative check-in count. Taking into consideration the suggestions we received mentioning how it is inconvenient, we are currently preparing a new function to improve Alliance administrators management. This feature should be ready by the 920 update. That confirms. So we will have an update on the 30th. Keep that in mind. We will then have an update. So will they skip a week? 920 is going to have an update, correct? And our next update is the 30th, yeah? Yeah, 8:30. So 8:30 is an update. That means we're not going to get an update for 3 weeks. Because 1, 2, 3 is. Yeah, let's see what happens there, but that's going to happen. So it's pretty cool. New teammate. This is a new character. We get like a new first look. Flame user along with a brand new training event as always. This will help regulars know more about the new teammate and try out the key moves and performance. I hope you find it useful. So it's a new showcase type thing, which is pretty cool too. That's what the unit looks like. Pretty nice. Unit over here. She is a flame user. Okay, so animation's pretty nice too. I'm liking this one. Let's see how good of a unit she is. Other improvement suggestions also are there. Main build improvements issue here, and here. Okay. We carefully went through everything. I'll do my best to talk to regulars firsthand. Yeah, honestly, it's not a bad dev notes. It really isn't. Most of it is good. Most of it's like addressing a lot of player concerns. But that SSR Plus option or area has to get fixed, bro. That's the only thing. Like the rates in this game. And now here we go. Controversial take. Rates in this game aren't bad, but the SSR Plus rates suck balls. Quote me on that one. The rates aren't bad. 4.7 is actually higher than most gacha games, but who the hell thought the SSR Plus rates were right? And then no guarantee. Those people smoke balls, right? That's I don't even know what you're doing. That is bad. Okay, those are terrible. Rethink that one. But the inherent starter rates being 4.7% and then 1.7 on or 1.8 on rate up, that's not bad. That's not terrible. But the SSR Plus. Nah, you were high doing that one, 100%. So reconsider that, but for the most part, rates aren't terrible. Please fix the SSR Plus thing. That's all that needs help, in my opinion, right? And again, people will be like, dude, SSR, needs it too. I don't know. SSR, in comparison to a lot of things, it's still decent, right? A lot of games are way worse, way worse, all right? But yeah, that's just my 10 cents, because again, they do give decent summons and stuff and whatnot, but SSR Plus sucks, simply put.